Wow, guys. You know, I never thought I was gonna be one of those people that had people going first in the chat or in the comments. I guess it's not even it's not comments even, it's chat. But hello, welcome. Hopefully you guys can hear me and everything's looking all right. I have glitter everywhere. It was 4 o'clock, so it's time to stream. But I'm in the middle of organizing glitter because I went to Michael's and then made the mistake of looking at clearance, and they had glitter on clearance. So I got a little bit of glitter, and now I'm trying to figure out where to put it up here, because then today I was over at my parents' house, and my dad handed me more glitter. So I'm thinking I'm gonna put it up over on top of the shelf here where I have all my materials. What? What does this mean? What does this mean? Oh, member? Wait, what? Thanks. That's cool. I was like, what does this green thing mean? Well, thank you. What does this do if I click on it? Oh, I think it's just a thing. All right, so let me set these up here. I was getting all the cobwebs out of the way so I could actually move these back up here. We're going old school with my stream today. I haven't just sat down and made some random dice in so long. So we're just gonna do that today. We're just gonna make like random dice. Let me put these up in a way though. I wanna do, I do have like some things I wanna do. I kind of wanna use maybe some of this glitter since I just got it recently. Oh, now where am I gonna put that glitter though? Okay. I like this purple. Maybe use some of this new glitter that I've got. I hope those don't slide. It's a little bit precarious. I also want to do another set that has moss and then like mica dripping through it. I went and posted about that on social media fairly recently, and I'm like, man, I want to do that again because that just looks really cool. Let me set this out of the way just a second. I've actually got a bunch of stuff over there that I should go through. I'm gonna have to figure out where to put this glitter now. I've got a lot of glitter. Now I've run out of room. Here, I'll show you. I'll show you what I just did. I just put them all up there. Maybe I put the big things of glitter on the shelf behind me instead. Maybe. I might put them up here. I'll put them up here instead. They're harder for me to grab there, but I'm less worried about them falling there. I don't know why he had big containers of these colors in particular, but... Alright, there we go. Then I can put these back up here. Right. So, like I said, we're going to do 3 sets of dice, because that's about how much I can make at once. One set with, I'm going to do moss and then some sort of mica. Maybe one set with some of the new glitter. I don't know which glitter. I'm kind of leaning towards this one. Oh yeah, you can see a little bit of the green. Yeah. It's like blue with kind of like a green holographicness to it almost. Because it's not technically holographic, right, if it's not like the whole rainbow. I don't know what to call it. Is it just iridescent? Oh, it kind of has a rainbow to it. But definitely leans green. Maybe this one or this one. This one's kind of frosty. This one feels very wintry. It's like the like light blue, and it kind of glitters pink almost. Maybe one of those two. And then I don't know for the third set. I haven't really decided what I want to do for the third set. I haven't even decided on like what micas to do for the moss either. I also have different colors of moss. Let's dump this out. This is, if you haven't seen these before, just saying it's kind of loud. If you haven't seen this before, let me angle you down a little bit more. These are what I call my paint chips. And this is just like all of my different pigments that I have. So we've got, you know, this is like an alcohol ink. I just write down, you know, what, either like some sort of brand or something so I can recognize what it's from. Like this one says soap dye papaya. I know that I can come over here. It's probably it's right here. And I know that it is the one that says soap dye in the color papaya. That way hopefully I can find more of it if I need to as well, if I ever need to order more. Okay. Haven't decided on colors. Like I said, I have multiple colors of moss too, so maybe we should decide on a moss color. And then we could figure out what colors of mica we want. I was hoping that I could figure out how to get it so that I could do polls from this computer, but let's see if I can get it figured out. I was hoping I could get it figured out so that I could do like a poll, but things are set up kind of odd on this computer. Let me see if I can get to the behind the scenes thing. So basically, I have a streaming software up, which is jerry-rigged. I have my streaming software thing up, and then I also have YouTube up. But if I try to go to the like behind the scenes part of the stream on YouTube, it doesn't load. Let me try it. We'll see if it loads. See if it at least loads the like chat part. Maybe it'll load the chat part. I just want to do it so that I can do like a poll, so I can say, hey, what color should we do, or which one of these should I do? Because this is just gonna be a stream of making random stuff. So I'm gonna get your guys' input on that. I'm just, what was I going to say? I was going to say something, I can't remember what it was. Yep, that is just a gray screen. Unfortunate. Maybe that's what I should focus on next for, like, gear-wise for my streaming and business stuff, is a different computer. I don't know if I want to get a laptop or a desktop for here, though. Hopefully something fairly inexpensive. A PC, so not a Mac. This is a Mac. Alright. So, moss and mica, something with glitter. I don't know on the third one yet. Maybe we could do something with like glow-in-the-dark pigments. That could be fun. I do have a few pigments that are like temperature, like they change the temperature. Is this one of them? Yeah, this one's like purple, and then what color does it turn? I have a few here. Where's the teal? I have like a teal. I think this one turns kind of pink. I have a black that turns pink and a teal that turns white as well. So we could do something with one of those. I think I do have a little bit of a photochromatic pigment. Here, I can show you. Actually, this is white. And then if you do any UV light, it turns pink. It can turn very pink. So could do that. I really like photochromatic pigments. I don't really use them much. This is the only one I have. It was like a little freebie in with, I think an order from Solar Color Dust, if I remember correctly, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Let me grab the moss down. All right. We could go like traditional earthy greens. We could, but I do also have other colors here as well. And this one's like a purple. So we could do one of those. I'm not really decided. I've done ones before. I think both of the ones that I've done in the past, I did kind of like some neutral greens and then maybe some like black and stuff in them. And then I did like, no, I didn't do black. One of them I did like green and purple, and one of with black mica dripping through it. And then the other one I did like natural greens, and I think maybe some black in there. And then did really light pigment shifting, like ones that kind of shift almost, like they would look white and then catch the light and it just kind of glitters. I think I did those through it. So we could go for like pink. What if we did like pink with like black through it? Could do that. Or we could do like blue with like pink through it. I'm always a fan of blue and pink. We could do like a light blue with like a pink through it. Some sort of pink mica. That's kind of weird. Like, I kind of like it when it's kind of spooky. The last two sets that I've done like this, they felt kind of spooky. One was like, one of them is the one that I posted on social media. And did I post that last week? And then the other one's one that I did a while ago, where I did the resin kind of like a cloudy white, and then I had black dripping through purple and green. That looks cool too. It's kind of cool to do it where the it did, yes, it did on YouTube for me. Your first stayed, but it didn't on my streaming software. Interesting. Don't know why. But yeah, it did stay. It stayed so that I can see it. I don't know. What do you guys think? What color of moss should we do? Canada's a win. Fair. Fair. That seems like a win. I've got these. I think part of the reason I've enjoyed doing the more natural colors is because I do have some other textures in here. So I could do the greens, but I also have kind of like this brownish. I have some of this other kind of moss. It's kind of fun to get the different textures in there, but it's not necessary. What theme? We're just making dice today. We're just gonna make some dice. We're gonna pick some colors and materials we want to work with and make dice. It's been a while since I've done that, so I'm feeling like it. Ooh, this could be pretty drip. What if we did like this blue that shimmer screen? We could do that dripping through something. What if we made it look kind of like underwatery? So it looks like coral. I don't know what would be dripping through coral. But I could do like a light blue, like a very pale blue resin. I do want to do, so I'm trying to decide, I want to do moss with mica dripping through it. So we could do black moss with like red mica dripping through it. What if we did black moss with red mica dripping through it in kind of like a cloudy white resin? Or, yeah, kind of like a milk bath, or I could add some glow in the dark powder that kind of makes it a little bit cloudy. Could do that. I worry that the red might turn pink. I don't know, it might look pink in there. I don't know. It could be cool though. But we could definitely do black moss. We can also do more than one color of moss too. That's pretty. Yeah. Yeah. Kind of like that idea though. Kind of like the idea of red dripping through the black. Let me see if I have a good like red mica. That, I don't know that that would be, if I did like a really pale purple, if I did a really pale purple with, I do have purple moss too. If I did like kind of like a lavender color, maybe, and then I could do black moss and then like a dark purple dripping through it. Could do that, or like some sort of really pale, and like this kind of purple, a little bit of that to add some white, make it really pastel, to make it kind of cloudy. Oh, or I could mix in some of the, like, is this the one? Could mix in some like glow, some glow powder, and make it a little bit cloudy. Oh, I was gonna see though if I had like a red mica. I know I have a red mica, but I don't know whether it would look right or not. Because like I've got this red, but that doesn't necessarily look like, this one's more like blood red, sort of. It's a little bit more darker and muted and purpley. But I could do both of those too. Or could mix them together even. That was something I found when I was looking for mica powders. It was very hard to find just a red mica powder. That's why I ended up going with this set that this one was from, was because it had a red and it had a brown. And I was looking for both of those because I had not seen many like true reds when it came to mica powders, or browns. Try to write the blue. Oh gosh, there could be so many that you could mean. Could be this one. I was debating this one earlier, which is it's like blue and it kind of like sparkles green. I like this one a lot. We've got a couple of other ones. This one's kind of a pretty tealish color. Oh, that's by the two blues. There's a red. This one. Looking at this one. Yeah, actually that one's not bad. It's actually pretty similar to this one. It's maybe a little bit more red, a little bit less purpley. So that one could work. If you want to go the red route. Oh, you don't have to go that route too. Ooh, I could do. This is my right, so but I don't see a red over here. Could be that one. Are you looking at this one? Because this one's very much orange. Yeah, this is everything's like mirrored strangely. Are you looking at this one? This one I really like. This one's kind of a reddish orange as well. But it's also not a mica. Yeah, I really like this color. It looks like red in some scenarios and orange in others because it's just like so dark. But yeah, I really like that one. I'll pull that one out though because I do like that color. Maybe we can do something with that. Now I'm thinking though, I just pulled out this like, what's the word I'm looking for? Rose gold. I don't know that it's like pink and then it kind of shimmers gold. And now I'm like, well, I could go for something like that. That'd be kind of pretty. If I did that in like a cloudy white base and then maybe like, I don't know, like some like pale colors. That might be weird. It might be cool. Might be weird. It does also kind of match this one actually, but that might be too similar. I want some contrast. Oh, I could do that with the black actually. That could be pretty. Do like the rose gold with the black moss in the white. Kind of like that idea. Go for like a rose gold. I like that idea. It's not like spooky, scary blood, but I think it'd be pretty. Maybe we go that direction. That could be an option. Yeah, why not? Do we want to add anything else in there? We've got the, oh, I also got holographic glitter recently. Forgot about that. I got some, like, holographic glitters. I've got a lot of glitter here, and I don't use a ton of glitter. Alright. I'm kind of leaning towards that. If people have other ideas, feel free to bring them up. Next up, what was the thing I said I wanted to do? Glitter. Glitter. We've got that. Maybe black. Maybe if we do black and pink, then we could go for like a blue color in the next one. I could do all three of these together, to be fair, if I really wanted to. I'm just thinking some sort of glitter. Kind of feeling like should we just do like glitter dice that just are jam-packed full of glitter? We could do that. Like, I have thoughts on how best to do glitter dice. We could go over that. What if we just did that? What if we just made, I know they are ocean-like. I like them. Should we do, let's just do some like, yeah, I'm thinking, what if we just do glitter dice? What if we just do dice that are jam-packed full of glitter? In like blues and teal colors. Maybe with like a little bit of some other stuff in there. I'm gonna pull out a bunch of different blues and teals and stuff. I want to grab, actually I don't have a ton. Let's grab, what I'm trying to do is trying to find some different sizes of glitter. Do glitter, I mean, I'm just talking glitter. I want to find some different sizes of glitter. I find that, I'm going to do a little green in there. But actually, I have like a tealy color. I don't know that it would really show up as much if we did it as a dirty pour. I mean, it could. I will give some spoilers. One of the next Patreon dice is going to be shipping out soon. Is kind of a glitter dirty pour in these colors. So I don't know if I want to copy that exactly. We could go for different colors though. I like these colors. I'm surprised I don't have more blue glitter. Kind of strange. But my philosophy is that it looks better when you have lots of different shapes and sizes of the glitter. It makes it feel more like, I don't know, full and complete. There's more interest in it. So just maybe, if I want to do these three colors, I'll add some dark blue foil and some chunky flakes there. I mean, we can try it. And ice, yeah, that was why I grabbed this one. This one felt very icy to me. But put those in there, and maybe some like even a little bit more green. I've got a lot of really small glitter already, so I think I'll put these away. I mean, we can try it. We could try it. We could try doing kind of like a, kind of like a dirty pour almost, with like three different. We could do kind of like the tealy colors, the kind of icy colors, and then like the dark blue. I'm down for that. Let's see here. I'm gonna add, ooh, soft pink. That sounds nice. Just Soccer pink. I mean, you know, we could just do a solid color for our last set of dice. It's been a while since I've just done like a solid color set of dice. Like, I wouldn't mind just making like, I don't know, you know, that orange dice that I like. Just do like a set of dice that's this solid color. I've got some pretty colors here. Yeah, we'll try it. We'll try it. I grabbed some like really like sparkle, some mica powder too. No, not necessarily. It doesn't have to be easy. I am sort of thinking about order while I do this, because we'll want to pour the mica drop first, because I want to pour that when it's a little bit more runny, when the resin's a little bit more runny, so that it can actually drip through, and so that we don't get air bubbles trapped in the moss. There's time for those to escape. We'll want to do the dirty pour with the glitter probably last, because we're going to put, glitter likes to sink. There's two reasons. One, dirty pours, the colors stay more separate if you wait for the resin to get a little bit thicker. And also, when you're using glitter, it likes to sink, like it really likes to sink, so you want to wait until it's a little bit thicker. So it's kind of a two-part reason why we're going to wait on that one. Oh, we could add some of these flakes too. Trying to make it feel even more frosty. Because I was like, I could add, that feels more like that though. Did I get a haircut? I did. This one over here. No, yeah. It's funny because last time I got a haircut, I was like, it feels a little bit long. And then I got this haircut, and I'm like, it feels a little bit short. So somewhere in the middle, I think next time. Like it's like I want my hair to do fun, floopy things on top, but I kind of like it being shorter on the sides. I like my hair being out of the way. Oh, this one feels more. That one matches. We'll go with that one. That one's pretty there, but I want to do kind of like different things in each section. Like this one has the big chunky glitter. This one's gonna have the these flakies, and then this one's gonna have the foil. So we've got some different sizes and textures in there. Oh, well, thank you. Cool. We've got that set figured out. I think we have plans for that set. Yes. The moss set, I'm still not 100% on. Still deciding on that. And the last set, I have no idea. Last set is throw ideas at me, please. I don't have a set idea for the last set of dice today. I'm kind of tempted to just do a solid color because it's been so long since I've just done a solid color set of dice, or something simple where it's just like 2 colors, like the black rose gold idea. Okay, I think I'll go with that for the moss then. Yeah. Got any really tiny gold coins? Where is that gold glitter? Where is my gold glitter? Oh, that's right. I dropped it and shattered it. I still have it, but it is not here. It is in a little cup somewhere. Where did I put that? Oh, putting like some gold. Where did I put that? I have some kind of chunky gold glitter somewhere that always makes me think of gold coins, but where did I put it? It was in a glass, like a little glass bottle, like quite a few of these actually. Like this is a glass bottle, but I dropped it at one point. It like fell off the table and shattered, and so I now have it in like one of these little cups. I have to remember where I set it. It might have been over here. Just a second. Let me find it. Is it over here? It might actually be over here. Nope, never mind. It's not there. Oh, there's that. I was looking for that. I've got all sorts of things over here. Yeah, not seeing it. Alright. Okay, I don't see it over there. I did find my other, like, container of random chunky glitter stuff. Where am I gonna put these? Put that there. And I'll put these over here. My goodness, I've got so much stuff on these shelves now. Oh, the color, not the gold coins with moss. Let's see, translucent with little gold coins to make. Ah, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. I do have just gold glitter. I mean, I feel like, what if I just did like half the, it looks more blue on camera, but that's a very tealy color. Like half teal, half green, very gently like layered. Both translucent. I could go into like a lime even. Ooh, that'd be kind of pretty. What if I went from, what if I did like just those three kind of, this looks very yellow on camera. It's a little bit more green. It doesn't, my camera doesn't like greens apparently, but just like kind of like a gently layered from teal to limey green color. That sounds nice. I mean, I'm apparently going for the teal colors today. I like teal. What can I say? I like teal. But, why not? We're just making stuff that sounds fun. Let's make some like gently layered translucent dice in these three colors. I think that sounds pretty. I have a tendency, I feel like, to overcomplicate designs. Here's a second. Let's throw these back in here. Like, I always kind of feel like I've got to make something that's really, really complicated for it to be like unique or good or nice. But some of my favorite sets that I've made have just been like single colors, or, you know, I see things that other people make and I'm like, you did like one color with 2 different kinds of glitter and those are gorgeous. Why do I never do this? So let's just go for translucent, layered. See how it goes. I think those colors are pretty. All right. Get these put away, and then we can start pulling out all of the things that we need. Because I need to pull out this. That is the violet blue. That's violet aqua. This one, violet blue. And then we need those, and we need that, and then these need to go away. Alright. For the black moss and the rose gold, should I do kind of like a cloudy white resin, or should I just do like clear resin? I kind of think cloudy white resin, like, just has a little bit of cloudiness to it. I feel like it makes the moss look interesting because then you kind of just see pieces of it. The same with like the mica dripping through. It's kind of cool, but it honestly it'd probably be cool either way. Cloudy white? Okay, cool. We're in agreement there. Let me set these over a little bit. Poll. That's what I was saying before, is I can't get a poll set up on this computer. I was trying to see if I could pull it up on my phone, but I don't know that I can. Let me see. Let me see if I can. I was trying to get that figured out. My streaming setup on this computer is very much jerry-rigged. I was really trying to get that figured out earlier. Let me see if I can access things. Yeah, I enjoy polls too, but it just doesn't want to work. It's not even showing up here. Let me see what happens if I go to Okay, let me turn the sound off on here. I can't figure out. Yeah, because I'm not signed in as. Let me see if I can do something. Let me see if I could do this like a different way. I wonder if it'll let me do it from the video itself if I'm signed in as like me. We'll see if there's sound. There might be weird sound for a second, just a second, because I'm clicking on the video. Okay, cool. Sound is off. Let me see. Can I do it from here? Since I'm signed in on my like account. I can! I can. What was I making a poll for? I don't remember. Wait. Cloudy White. Alright. I think I've kind of, the Black Moss and Rose Gold. Alright. I'm doing a poll though just to make sure it works. Why is it? Oh, why does it insist on covering up the chat though? That's kind of annoying. We'll go there. I kind of. You don't see the question. I think if you click on the dots. Oh, if you click on the thing at the top, if you just click on where it says like yes or no or whatever, I think it opens up. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, like I was saying, I've kind of, I mean, it seems like people are in agreement on it. I've kind of decided on that, but I did want to make sure that that worked. So we've got this one, which is this. We've got Ranger Mojito, that's this. And then we have got the Limino. Limino? Limino, maybe? Lime, alright. And that's why it is useful to, that's why it's useful to write down. Okay, let me end poll. It seems like we are in agreement. We'll do it with a Cloudy White. Let me grab some white. Grab some white. We'll do that one maybe. But that is why it's useful to write down what they are, so you can find them later. I mean, I just wrote an L here because I know what that means. I know that means that it's this like Limino brand. So these wouldn't necessarily, that didn't show up, but that's okay. Is that the one that I want to use? What did I use in that video? Maybe I'll use this one. I think this one is maybe, it's probably not going to matter too much. I want to use a white that's not super opaque though, so that it doesn't like overpower everything. I could use, actually, I could use the resin pigment instead of the alcohol ink. We'll do that. We'll use the resin pigment. All right. I started out, that's how I started out. That's why there's like a necklace cord in there, and some of these have like rings on them. Like this one right here, you can see, it has a ring on it. It's because at one point I went and had them all on like a thing in color order, but I found that I like being able to like put different ones next to each other, and that was harder to do when they were all on one thing. So yeah. on the one hand, I like sorting things and I like things being in color order, but for ease of use, I ended up taking that apart just so that I could put things next to each other to see how they look together. And it's easier to go, oh, I like those, I don't like that one as much. Oh, that's kind of pretty, actually. That's how those ended up all loose in there. At some point, I might organize them some way, but I just don't know how I'd want to organize them. Okay, we've got those three. We'll just put these over here. There we go, we got 3 mixing cups. For this one, most of it's gonna be like a poker chip box. Honestly, that'd be kind of cool. I have all the chips. The problem is then I'd need to like put them away, and that would take. That was something that I found with this whole setup. I used to have like a different thing where all of my supplies were. I had a couple of different like shelves, and I found that if they were out of arm's reach, things never got put away. And that was something actually that I read back when it was like super popular. I actually read Marie Kondo's book. She was all about like organizing and stuff. It was kind of interesting, I guess, that people thought she was like a minimalist. She's not. She's really not. She's really just more about focusing on things that you like and holding on to the things that you like. And if something is not something that you like, or it's not useful to you, like, why do you have it? Which I should really do that. But one of the things that I really liked from her book was the idea that you should house things where it is easiest to put them away, not where it is easiest to grab them from. So, like this stuff. You know, it was very easy for me to grab all of my materials down, but then once I was actually sitting here, it was hard to put things back up, so I just left them on the table. Now things are easy to grab and easy to put away. And that easiness to put away, or I can just sit here and set things back, means that I actually put things away. I thought that was kind of a like, oh, that makes sense moment. But also, it's like, yeah, it just made a lot of sense. She has some good stuff in her book, actually. Okay, most of this is going to be white, and then we're going to grab a little tiny bit of this one. Oh, I should grab this, actually. Did I make myself a little container of this? I did. Excellent. That's this one. Can't you tell? Isn't it labeled so well? Actually, I should probably write on there. The reason it's in one of these little containers is because it's actually a soap pigment that I have, that I've got like a big container of over on the other side of the room. And I should probably, which I should probably organize. Oh, there's a question for you. It's not really a question. It's more just like me musing about, oops, label this. About what I want to do. Because I enjoy doing all this resin stuff, but, you know, I'm getting to a point where I'm just like, you know, there might come a day where I'm not as interested in doing the resin stuff anymore. What do I want to do with, like, the YouTube channel moving forward, if that's the case? Because I'm thinking that maybe I'll start branching out to a few other things as well. I mean, to be fair, even when I was streaming on Twitch, I streamed other things. I've streamed a few other things on here too. I'm like, well, I could do that with videos. I always want to keep definitely like the vibe of the channel, like the D&D, the apothecary, the crafting, you know, those sort of vibes. But I don't know, I have some projects where I'm like, that could be fun. It's not resin, it's not even necessarily dice, but I feel like it matches kind of the curio art sort of thing. Like, I have some like paintings and multimedia painting type things, and I'm like, I want to make that at some point, and that could be cool for a video. I feel like that matches what I've got going on. But I don't know. Let me grab a cup. I've got some video ideas I have kind of an idea of how I want to format my videos kind of differently moving forward. I really liked how the, there's a video on my channel titled, "These Dice Took Me 8 Months to Make." I'm at almost 2K subs. I think I'm 10 away. Wait, did you just have a thing and then delete it? How did that work? Oh, retracted. Yeah, I'm at almost 2K. Does it say? Oh, 1.99. Ah, yes. It's exciting. Alright. Hit the wrong number. There we go. It was funny because I read the message and then it disappeared and I was like, wait, where did it go? I swear I just read that. I know, it's kind of crazy because I just got monetized like 2 months ago or so. We were talking about it in the Discord the other day. It's so weird. I feel like I'm supposed to be filming things, so I'm not doing them yet, but I don't need to film anything. I can just go. It's been so long, guys, since I've just sat down and made some dice. Let's do the moss first. Let's get the moss put into the molds first. That way, if I knock over something, it's not going to spill everywhere. Do I want highest number up or down? I think highest number down will have kind of the stuff dripping up. Yeah. I'm sure that made perfect sense to all of you listening. My ramblings of up and down. I am going to grab the molds where the highest number is at the bottom. To be fair, I think you have access to some my emojis because you're a member now. I have a few on there. But anyway, I have it with the lowest number at the top and the highest number at the bottom. Because I think that'll be cool to have it kind of like dripping upwards. Let me grab these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh man, I don't know. I don't know if I'll do anything for 2K. Firehouse number on them. I direct everyone who wants dice with custom faces over to Seraphix. Seraphix? Yeah, that's how you pronounce it. Dice. They're the only person that I know that does dice with custom faces. I don't know if they have any spots available because I've referred a lot of people over there. I get a lot of people that reach out asking if I can do dice with custom faces, and I don't. But I could get that info. I can get that info if needed. All right, black moss. We could do some like dark green in there. No, let's just go black. We'll just go. It's kind of a gray almost. Now that I have it out of the bag, it looks a little bit more gray. But that's a cat hair. I love the. Okay, cool. Sorry, the kitten was in here. One of my cats was in here while I was setting up. I just wanted to double check that she had left. Yes, I did let her out. I kind of tricked her, I think, into leaving. Don't know how she felt about that, but I think she thought I was also leaving, and then I did not. But she doesn't need to be in here while I'm pouring resin. That's not safe for her. Oh, plan on doing them yourself. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, cool. So are you planning on doing custom work with custom faces? Because I can add you to my list of people that does that. Like I said, I only have one person on my list at the moment because that's the only person I know that does custom dice with custom faces. But if I know multiple people, I can send some business your way because I get a lot of requests for that. And I'm just not willing to put in the time and resources for that. I know, I love working with moss too. It's just, I don't know, I love the texture, yeah. You got it exactly right there. I love the texture that it adds to things. I was saying earlier that one of the reasons that I've done like a lot of the greens and neutral colors with the moss in the past is because I have more textures. I've got like a couple of other different kinds of moss, not just this, like, I think it's called reindeer moss. But we're going for black, so this is the only one I have that's black. Cool. Cool, yeah, let me know when you have that up and running, and I'll send business your way. All right, we've got that. There's our molds for these. I think we also want the highest number at the bottom for the glitter. I guess it could go either way, because like I said, glitter likes to. Yeah, I don't know if you just showed up, Gray, but I got like a thing that's just a bunch of different colors of reindeer moss at one point. But it has just like, I think the variation in like size of the piece, like the, it can be like thicker or thinner, like the little pieces. Yeah, good texture, good texture. I like texture. Right. For the glitter likes to sink. Glitter loves to sink in resin. So do we want there to be more glitter at the bottom of the dice so that it feels like that side's heavier? Or do we want more glitter at the top of the dice towards the like higher numbers so that it feels like it's more glittery when you roll? Say you roll a d20 and you get a 20. Do you want it to look like there's more glitter at the bottom, like it's sunk and it's heavier there, or do you want it to be more glittery at the top where the 20 is? A reindeer in a clear d20 with the moss would look cool. That'd be cute. That'd be cute. I could probably find a reindeer model and print it out. That'd be very cute. Higher number at bottom or higher number at top? Could go either way. Maybe glitter at the top. That's how I think I usually go. So yeah, I think we'll go that direction. Do it so that it's nice and glittery when you roll that high number. Ah, glitter snowstorm. To be fair, I'm gonna go for it being like I want it. Wait. Yeah, I want the highest number at the bottom, anyways, because with dirty pores, that side tends to be better. I'm hoping that the glitter stays suspended in the resin. I'm hoping it doesn't sink, but I am assuming that it will some, because it usually does. So we'll do those for that. And then I think gotta go. Oh yeah, thanks for stopping by. Glad you could come hang out for a bit. For the teal and I think, I want the teal to be at the bottom. Another RG ball has been experimenting with clear glue to make glitter stay suspended. In what do you, how? Are they like attaching the glitter to something, or like making like a framework to attach the glitter to before putting it in? I have done stuff before where to keep things like suspended or in the center of the dice, I've used UV resin to kind of make like a structure. Is that kind of what you're thinking? I think I want the highest number. Sorry, I'm thinking about this now again too. I think I want the highest number at the bottom because I think I want the lightest color to be at the highest face. They mix it in, interesting. And the clear glue doesn't react weird with the resin? I'm honestly kind of surprised. I need to make some new molds. A lot of these are getting kind of crusty. Just a little. Oh, okay. I wonder how that affects it. Like, I don't know. I guess I wouldn't have thought that that would affect how the stuff sinks all that much, but I guess maybe it does. The reason I'm doing the highest number at the bottom of these as well is because I want the lightest color to be on the highest face, so that when you roll it, the darker colors will be at the bottom because darker colors tend to feel heavier. So here's a behind the scenes look. I try to do dice so that whatever feels heaviest, even though it's not, just like darker colors or more of something is at the lower face, so that it feels like it's lucky. So that it feels like the higher face is going to be on top because that's what feels lighter. Even though it's not actually affecting the weighting of the dice at all. But I want the person that's rolling them to feel like they're lucky dice. Does that feel a little bit schemy, scammy? It's just kind of like an art trick, I suppose, where you don't want things to feel top heavy. I want the tops of the dice, the highest numbers, to feel like the tops of the dice. When I pour, anyways, why I'm going to do it with the lightest color at the bottom is because when I pour layers of stuff, and this might not matter too much if the resin's thick enough, it tends to... we've got our dice pretty much figured out. I'll go over that in a second. I'm explaining why I'm going to do it with the highest number at the bottom for this set of dice, which is just going to be 3 colors, like a lime green, a green, and a teal color. But I'm putting the lightest color at the bottom because when I pour the next layer on, it's going to kind of push in to the middle a little bit, and it'll probably kind of displace some of that lighter color. If I did this with the darkest color, the dark color would kind of end up covering the whole die. It's going to work better if the lighter color kind of ends up covering the whole die, so that we actually end up with some of that lighter color. Because even then, if we have the slightly darker color, it's kind of behind some of that lighter color, we're still going to see that better than if we had if we have a lighter color and then a darker color. We'll be able to see that lighter color better than if we had the darker color with the lighter color behind it. I have like a piece of resin in my mouth. That's why I'm gonna do it that direction. I'm doing all these calculations in my brain. Yeah, we're gonna do a gradient there with those. That's just gonna be 3 translucent colors. We're going simple because I think it'll be pretty. The other one that we're doing, Ty, I know you just got here. We're gonna do some. I could probably put more moss in these, or like spread it out a little bit. We're gonna do some dice here with. They have like kind of a black gray moss in them, and then we are going to do kind of a cloudy white resin for it, and then we're going to drip some rose gold mica through that. Speaking of, I'm going to get my rose gold mica out. Let me grab a stir stick. And I want to grab a fair amount of this because I want this resin to be nice and saturated with the mica so that it's nice and heavy, so it'll actually sink. I do wonder if maybe sometimes I add a little bit too much of the mica because it sinks a lot, maybe sinks a little bit too much, but too late now. All right, let's get all of our glitter. So the third set of dice, we're gonna go for a glitter dirty pour. We're gonna see how it works, see if things stay separate or if everything kind of blends together. I think it might stay separate now that I'm thinking about it more and I have some more colors in here. Rose and white, that sounds nice. Yeah, that was one of the first sets of dice that I made for myself. I still have some of my first sets of dice that I made because I made them for me. That makes sense, I suppose. One of the first sets of dice that I did was just like a pale, like kind of pastel peach color. And I just really wanted a set of like opaque pastel peach dice. I don't know why, but I still really like that set. It's just a solid color. It's like a pastel peach color. The numbers are in white. It's not shimmery or anything, but I don't know. Sometimes like just a solid opaque color is nice. They want peach rings. So we're doing lots of glitter. Let's do these one at a time. We're going to do 3 different pieces. This first one we're going to do is going to be all of the like dark blue colors. We're going for glitter on glitter on glitter. Let me first add a little bit of foil. Yes, each part of the dirty pour is going to get different glitters and some other stuff as well. So this one's getting foil, a little bit of dark blue foil. So we're going about 10 milliliters. A little bit more. Maybe not that much more. So we're going to add some blue foil. I'm going to add a little bit of this chameleon blue mica. It's blue, but it also has like a purple. It might not show up very well on camera, but it's blue and it has kind of a purple, looks green on camera almost, but it's blue with like a purple shimmer to it. And a little bit of that. I'm not going to add very much because I don't want to overpower everything else. I just want to add a little bit of shimmer in there. And then I'm going to add some of this glitter that I just got. If you are just joining, I made the mistake of walking down the clearance aisle at Michael's. And I found glitter. Oh. I found these big things of glitter in the clearance. Oh dear. I know, it's so hard to film the color shifts, but they're so pretty. Let me in. Let me open the glitter. There we go. This one's pretty. There's some pretty glitters here too. The other 2 glitters have kind of a color shift to them. This one actually kind of does too. Maybe? I don't know. It kind of looks black at some angles and then blue, and maybe there's like a little bit of purple almost. Make sure I add a fair amount of that. This is kind of the star of the show, right? We're going for glittery. All right, we've got that. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have so much glitter everywhere. Set that over here. So we've got our foil and some glitter and a little bit of shimmer in there. If we need to add more glitter or something after we pour the resin in there and get it mixed up, that'll be fine. Next up, we've got kind of our icy winter. It's like a light blue and has kind of like a pink. Yeah, you can kind of see a little bit of the kind of the pinky glitter shimmer to it. Should we do that? We'll do that first. We'll just do this one first. I have other things to add to it as well. Let me open this. It's always weird when things have like a spot to tear, but it is above where the like part that's actually open is. Like, it's weird. Yeah, see, that's where it actually has like an opening, but like the tears up here, I don't know. Luckily I have scissors. Alright. Do some of this one. Ooh, it looks very like pink, but in like a pretty way, in an icy way. Like, ooh, yeah, you can really see it when it wasn't focused. Really has like a pink glitter to it, which is good. It'll add a little bit of variation there. Hello, how's it going? Oh, one of the other things I was gonna talk about, because I was talking about what I want to do on YouTube. I don't know. I'm kind of debating. Oh, it's fair. It is rather late, I'm sure. But thank you for stopping by. Glad you could stop by and say hi. Hello from the U.S. How are things in Chile? It's chilly here. what was I saying? I kind of want to stream some more like games on my other channel. I do have a second YouTube channel that has like 12 subscribers that I don't really use. I've kind of said that if I ever, you know, get to do this full time, a lot of temperature. There's a lot of temperature here too. That I think maybe I'd want to do more with my channel that I have like games on. But I don't know. I kind of wanna stream some more games and things. Just cause I don't really play a ton of games, but I've just been feeling like it. I don't know why. Just been feeling like it recently. I think it'd be fun. Oof. Oh, you're printing some dice. So you're making like some masters. I'm up to 16. Ooh, fancy. This probably wasn't the right one to put this blue into, but now I've committed. We're just gonna add a little bit of that. That one's very bright in comparison to the other frostier tones. But oh well, it's too late now. It'll be fine. And then I have kind of a what do you mean Washington's been surprisingly warm? You've been hooked on Satisfactory. Oh, fun. Alright, that one's kind of a grayish blue. It's almost like a Payne's gray. Kind of like a bluish gray. It's kind of blue, kind of gray. Let me mix that up a little bit. Yeah, this one might be kind of a weird mix. I don't know. This might be kind of a weird mix, but I think once we get it into the context of all of the other colors and everything, it'll be fine. It's been in like I've had to scrape my windows the past today, both yesterday and today. Had to scrape my windows because everything's been frosty. It's been very foggy lately too, which I think is kind of cool. I don't know, fog I always think is kind of cool, even if I do have to drive in it. Back to 50 or 60. Yeah, 50 or 60 I also count as warm. But it's been in like I think you're probably on the other side of the state maybe. It's been like 30s and 40s at the highest, I think, past few days where I'm at. Okay. This one's a little bit more like tealy colors. So pretty. I like teal. I like teal, guys. What can I say? I like teal. And I've got a couple of like chunky glitters here. This one's maybe a little bit more green even, but 44 high today. Yeah, that sounds about right for me. All right. Let me do some of this, a little bit of this. Ooh, yeah, I think that'll be pretty. Of course, my tape is now, it might be okay. I kind of tore the tape when I was opening that, so it's a little bit, I don't want to get that glitter everywhere. You have teal dice for your Circle of Stars Druid, because his hair is teal. Ah, nice. I always like doing the like, oh, kitty paws. I always like doing kind of like dice palettes for my character. I always find that fun. A little bit of this. This one's a shimmer. It's blue and then it shimmers green. This one's really pretty. I really like this one. And then I've got some like really chunky, like tealish cyan holographic glitter. So we're gonna add some of that. We're gonna add some of that as well. I want lots of textures. Lots of shapes and sizes and colors and textures in this set. There we go. Yeah. Ah. But I like making dice palettes for my characters. I like, you know, as soon as I've got kind of like the character sort of figured out, going in and like going, okay, which sets of dice or which individual dice am I gonna pull out for this character? There's that one. So we've got our three, kind of interesting together, honestly. There's kind of our three glitter colors for that set. Is that everything? I think we've got everything. It's so weird to me just sitting down and making sets of dice without having to try and like film everything, and it's been so long, guys. It's been so long. And doing things that are super complicated. I think we're pretty much ready to pour resin. I think we've got everything set up. Let me kind of lay everything out here so you can kind of see what all we've got going on. All right, let me grab my safety equipment. Oh, I gotta open a new box of gloves. I might need to order some more of these at some point. Gloves. Respirator. Yeah, that's it. That's the safety equipment. Let me roll my sleeves up here a bit. I don't want to dangle my sleeves in the resin. Hey Ty, look, your emote's getting used. Finally, we finally got it. That emote. Let me. Sorry, there's so many spiders in my basement. I'm just double checking that there's no spiders. Yeah, that emote, Ty made that a long while ago, back when I was kind of switching over from Twitch to YouTube. Oh, Federal Base Yellow. Oh, 40 and up you count warm. That's fair. I mean, you must be like my brother. My brother loves like 30s and like 30 degree weather. Apparently at one point, are my sleeves going to be out of the way? I could take my sweater off and put my lab coat on, I suppose. Alright. Let's get some resin. I don't want... Wait a second. I'm gonna take my sweater off and put my lab coat on. I don't want to get resin all over everything. And it feels like I'm going to drag my sleeves through things. You can get to see my orange polka dot shirt. Now it's cold, so now I'm going to put this on instead. It's lab coat time. Now I have a whole story with my brother where I think he was in a lab coat. To be fair, we have some emotes we've talked about. There was other emotes we were going to do, and then I switched from Twitch to YouTube, and I didn't have like emotes that I knew of. I wasn't sure how things worked, so we got this part, this one, and then maybe we'll have some other emotes at some point. But yeah, I think when he was in high school, maybe he was taking the bus at one point, and he was just standing out there in, you know, his normal khakis and t-shirt, and then everyone else is all bundled up. There's snow outside. They're waiting for the bus. Everyone's so cold. Oh wait, I have one more thing I need to do. I didn't do that before the stream. Usually I try to do this before the stream, but I didn't. My thing that I put everything into the pressure pot is absolutely covered in resin. Okay, have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. And he's like, you know, I always say that 33 degrees is my favorite temperature, but I think this is my favorite temperature. And everyone's just like, And then he went and got home and looked at the thermometer, and it was 33 degrees out. Fahrenheit, by the way, guys, not Celsius. For reference, 32 degrees Fahrenheit is freezing. So 1 degree above freezing. He's always liked the cold. I've always joked that he's built for Siberian winters, since we have lineage from Russia. I don't do well with temperatures, personally. I used to like it when it was like hot out more than when it was cold out, like when I was a kid and stuff, but now I just can't. I can't do the heat. I overheat so easy now. Might be like a medication thing or something, but it's just kind of annoying. You know, it's like I'd like to be able to go help people move house in the middle of the summer and stuff, but you know, it's 95 out and I'm nauseous trying to sit in the shade. I'm not very much help to anybody. Yeah, should have done this earlier. I got distracted, let's be real. I always get distracted. I do come down and like, actually no matter what I'm streaming, I usually try to take like an hour before I actually start to make sure things are set up and make sure all of my stuff is working. I have materials ready. So like I went and cleaned out my mixing cup with all of the random bits of resin that were in there. I'm thinking next week, what's it next week? We might do some like yeah, I mean, different people just run different temperatures. My brother just runs warm. Always has. I'm thinking next week maybe we'll do some like painting. I have the like self-portrait kind of thing that I started on stream at one point. I like doing multimedia sort of painting stuff where it's like paintings plus. You know, I do actual painting and then I add stuff to it, like I did a painting of a crow a long while back. And then I just like glued a ton of stuff, so it's just standing on like a pile of stuff. All of it's pretty trinkets. But I have an idea for a painting. It's going to be a self-portrait, but wherever, like, instead of, I'm doing the like suit jacket and the shirt and like the tie or whatever, but where the person's going to be, I'm just going to have like shards of mirror. And I did kind of rethink I'm doing that a little bit last night, which got me inspired. I'm like, okay, I wanna work on that. So maybe we'll do some like painting on stream together next Sunday. I think I'm streaming next Sunday. I didn't bring my calendar down here with me, kind of on purpose. It's like, I don't need that. I don't want to have to worry about like writing down what I'm gonna work on. I'm just gonna work on stuff. I'm in a I want to just make stuff mood. I have so many things that I want to make though. I went back and found all of the stuff that I had typed up for like a book that I had an idea for, like a fantasy novel. I went and found all that stuff and pulled that back up recently. I don't have time for any of this stuff, but I was like, I want to do it all. I want to do more with my gaming YouTube channel, and I want to write that book, and I have an idea for like a board game that I think would be fun to try and make. And I want to do some more painting, and that kind of goes back into the I might try doing some stuff that's not resin on the YouTube channel for videos, just to see how it goes. Just because I like lots of different things, and I'd like to be able to branch out and do lots of different things if I can. Either D&D or business or... Exactly, there's just not enough time in the day. But D&D or business or resin or, you know, other sorts of art that kind of fits into the vibe of my channel, like Alchemisty or Curio, that sort of vibe to it. I don't know. Might branch out a little bit. Or making dice out of other materials. That was something we talked about recently. I think actually that was in my Discord, maybe not on stream. We were talking about all sorts of different materials that might be fun to try and make dice out of. So could be fun to do a video or a series of videos where I try making dice out of candy or metal or any one of those sorts of things. But my conundrum at the moment, as far as videos, I used to always think of turn-based dice rolling type games. What about turn-based dice rolling games? My conundrum at the moment is that I try to do videos for every commission that I do. So I think the last couple of videos have been ones for commissions. I'm behind on those. I have 2 or 3 commission videos that everything's filmed, the things have been shipped, but I have not edited and posted the videos for those. So I'm in kind of a point where I'm like, I need to get those done and get those out of the way before I start on a bunch of new stuff. But it feels to me like those are not going to end. I've overbooked myself on commissions as is at the moment. Got a couple that are polishing. Oh, board game. Oh, yeah. To be fair, my brother and I used to play a game that we invented called the paper game. We'd always play it on like long car rides. And it was all this it didn't have dice or anything. It was literally just us, you know, making up a game in the car. But basically it was like, you know, you're like 2 inches tall-ish, and you have like, there'd be like a piece of paper and I'd draw out a map. And I'm like, these are trees and this is a lake. And he had to like explore around and like dig places, and I would say, oh, you found a penny. And then he'd have to like use the different items that he found. And it was like normal sized items, so it might be like an acorn cap and a leaf and a penny and a paper clip, and then he'd have to like come up with ways to put the items together to like build tools and things. It was very open-ended. We were, you know, just playing. So, you know, he might take like a paper clip and a rubber band and a penny, and you know, he rubber bands the paper clip to the penny to make a shovel to make it easier to dig. Or he might use that as a paddle and use the leaf as a boat to go across the lake. But we had lots of fun playing that in the car as we traveled places as kids. That's the kind of stuff that we used to play. I grew up playing D&D though. There we go. Now we can actually put things on there once we actually have our stuff done. So let me put this back on. But yeah, I have so many ideas for things. Like my brother and I have talked about a whole narrative podcast idea, like one that has like a story. I've been trying to convince him to start a gaming YouTube channel. I'll be honest, my brother. I'm like, there we go. Yeah, now it's time for the mask. Because I think he'd be better at it than I would. But also then it's an excuse to play games together. Also then maybe I could convince him to edit my videos for me. hire him to edit my videos. Alright, oh, let me get my sweater out of the way. Alright. Sweater is out of the way. Let's pour some resin. So, I am going to go a bit quiet here while I pour resin, because I don't want to spill it everywhere. So, I know that might be fun for you guys to watch, but it's not necessarily fun for me to clean up. So, give me half a second. Feel free to chat amongst yourselves. And I'm going to get some resin poured. Come on. Just a little bit more. Okay. Alright. There's 50 milliliters of that. And then we got the hardener. Alright, I'm back. We can chat now while I stir. But yeah, I have some fun ideas for like some paintings that I want to do. I want to do that like self-portrait one with the mirror shards. Like I said, I think we might work on that next weekend. But mixy. Magic-based Minecraft content. To be fair, my gaming channel is called Human Lizaster because that was the name of my Twitch channel. I was literally debating yesterday. I was like, should I change my gaming channel? Did you see red glitter in there? Should I change my gaming channel to match my art channel? I was debating it. Not ruin the algorithm. I think that if I did more with my gaming YouTube channel, it would be, I don't really play a lot of games. I enjoy them, but I don't play a lot of them. Keep their own names. Yeah, I think that's kind of where I settled. It's like, it's fine if they're kind of separate. They're two different things. I think I'd probably play a lot of like multiplayer games. Like, just things that I could play with friends. That's the name of my gaming channel. I think an old coworker of mine came up with that. He was always much more, like, I don't know, he was always better at that stuff than I was. I think my brother came up with my shop name, of Alchemist Attic. Fun fact there. But yeah, I think it'd be like multiplayer games. I'd probably drag friends in to play some things like, oh, what would we play? Satisfactory could be played with friends. That'd be fun. I don't know, there's like a 2-person puzzle game that my brother and I both have, and we've talked about playing. We haven't gotten around to it. I think it'd be fun to drag him in for like Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes. It'd be fun to get like a group of friends together to play like Prop Hunt. Some of those sorts of games where it's like even Among Us, I guess. You know, some of the games that you can play with friends. I'd probably lean towards those. And then I'd probably lean towards like puzzle games. I like puzzle games. That's more of the ones that I like. And then Minecraft. I like Minecraft too. Don't know what necessarily with Minecraft. Yeah. I think it could be fun at some point to have like a Discord game of like Among Us. Like just people in my Discord, like all get together and play something. It could be fun to do like a Jackbox party games, maybe. Either with some of my IRL friends or with people in the Discord, or just some other people. I have, to be fair, I have plans with a couple of people to play a game probably in the new year. And I'd probably be over there. I don't know, it's one of those weird things where I'm just like, okay, how separate do I keep things? Like, it makes sense to me, I guess, to have 2 separate channels. I always feel a little bit weird, because it's just like, yeah, guys, I'm streaming on Sunday, but I'm not streaming on my art channel, where I usually stream. You gotta go over to this other channel that you probably don't even know about, so good luck finding it. But I am streaming, I swear. This is looking pretty good. Let me just scrape this off. There's a cat here there. Make sure it's all mixed completely. I'm just going to do that by seeing if there's any kind of like streaks in there. Paleo Pines is fun on PC or Switch if you want a fun, peaceful single-player single-player multiplayer game. You like Minecraft, Among Us, Ark. I love hidden role games. I love being the bad guy or the imposter in hidden role games, because I feel like I'm strangely good at lying to people. I have far too much fun with it. I remember I played like a board game with a group that I'd never played with before. Me and an old friend had got invited over there to play board games, and we played a game that was a hidden role game. It's so much easier to lie to people that you don't know, too, I suppose, like, because they don't know what to expect. I've never played Among Us either, but like, I like hidden role games. I felt like I had missed my chance, I guess, kind of. But like, if you ever decide that you wanna set up some sort of lobby or something, Ty, I'm down. I'll get the game. I like hidden role games. But yeah, you have it on your phone. I'd probably play on like PC, but I'm kind of a PC kind of person. Not as much of a console person. All right, I think that's pretty much mixed. So let's get this divvied up between our things. I don't know. It was one of those things where it's like it sounds fun, but I feel like I kind of missed the boat on it. So then I felt kind of weird trying to get a group together to play it. I felt like, oh, it's a little bit late. But I mean, at the same time, like, I'm really late on Prop Hunt, so I feel like that was popular like 7 years ago or something. So I like, what's my point? I might as well just play it if it seems like it's gonna be fun, and I have a group of people that want to play it. Might as well. Yeah, I don't know if there is like cross-platform play on Among Us. So like, could some people play on like PC and some people play on their phones? I don't really know how that works. Okay, I want to go almost. Let's go down first, probably the other one. Okay, let me see here. So probably want to go down to about 40-ish. I've not modded anything, so okay, cool. About right. Try about 20. Yeah, that's probably about 20. Okay, we're gonna add another 10. That's looking better. And then we want to add a little bit over here onto this. I don't want to put too much here because I want the ratio of mica to resin to be rather high. And we'll add a little bit more here. Alright, and then over here we're going to do the same sort of thing where we have these are even amounts. I probably want a little bit more of the lighter color if I'm honest, but I can probably make pretty even amounts. So about 10. I'm not quite sure, so this has milliliters and cc's. I'm not sure why, because they're the same. They have the same lines. I'm not sure why there's two different names for it. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that seems like a fair judgment on, does it work? Maybe. I don't know why there's like two different names. If milliliters and cc's are the same, why call them two different things? I mean, I guess there's lots of, maybe it's two different languages type thing. Like, there's lots of, obviously, there's different languages and they have different words for the same concept, but. Alright, and I'm going to leave
leave the last little bit of resin in the cup in case we need a little bit more of something. But let's get things mixed up. We're gonna do the mica drop first because I want that mica to sink, and I want the resin to be able to saturate the moss. I don't want any air bubbles to get trapped. So we're going for kind of like a slightly cloudy sort of resin. I'm gonna add just some white pigment, resin pigment. It's not an alcohol ink, it's just a pigment. I'm gonna add it 1 drop at a time because I don't want it to get too opaque. I want it in kind of an interesting in-between where it's cloudy and you can't see through it like completely, but it's not so opaque that you can't see anything. That might work. I don't know, I might add 1 more drop. I might want it a little bit more. It's honestly not bad actually. You can kind of see, you really can't see the stick in there. It's just a little bit weird. A weird color at the moment. I want it a little bit more. We're going to add 1, like, just a little tiny bit more of white. And then we'll call it good. Alright. Yeah, I think that's a little bit better. A little bit more milky than just weirdly cloudy. To be fair, that is something that I remember that was very popular kind of when I first started making dice, was milk bath dice, which was usually flowers or moss or something like that inside a set of dice, and then basically this sort of white resin where it's cloudy, so pieces kind of peek through a little bit. Hopefully I have enough resin here. I think I should. We're just going to go a little bit at a time because there is all that moss in there, and so air's going to have to try and escape. So a little bit of resin at a time to hopefully work its way down in there. Maybe it could be a little bit cloudier. I don't know. No, I think it's fine. It's fine. It's good. I did grab the D2 that I have kind of like on its side for this one because I thought it'd be more interesting for the mica to kind of drip through it, if you can like see it kind of like dripping through. But just make it a little bit harder to get stuff in there. Trying to get it basically like almost full all the way to the top, but not completely. As with most mica drops, I want there to be a little bit of space at the top, but not very much. A little bit of the mica actually goes a long way, really. Ooh, my stomach is rumbling. There we go. Let me push that in there. But yeah, I don't know what I want to focus on next. I think the next thing I want to do is try some videos that aren't just resin dice. But oh, the conundrum that I was talking about earlier though, my conundrum though is that I have a bunch of like commission dice videos that I need to finish, and it kind of feels like they're never going to end at this point. Not necessarily. So the reason that I started doing the dice individually was actually because I really like doing sets where every die is different. Say I'm doing like a rainbow set, I could do it where, you know, the D20 is red and then the D12 is orange. Do each die a different color. But One of my favorite sets that I ever made was a set of bee-themed dice where every die was different. Like the D20 had a bee in it. One of them was kind of like a honeycomb. One of them had flowers. A really fun set. Did that a long time ago, but still one of my favorites. I really like doing sets where every die is different. So I found that it was easier to do that if every mold was separate, and I kind of just stuck with it. But I don't know. To each their own. I have also like had people point out that this way, if just one of the dice is, you know, old and falling apart, say like this D20 mold is starting to go, you can get rid of just the one mold. And then also I like making just miscellaneous dice, because I sell like raw dice fresh out of the molds, like I have a big tray of them at in-person events, and people can dig through it and get individual dice. Yeah, exactly. If they wear out over time, I can trade out just one or two. Right. Cat hair. Get out of there, cat hair. But I understand the appeal of doing them all at once. I can see how that might be easier. But this just works better for what I want to do. No cat hair hype. You saw nothing. You heard nothing. If you are new, it is a running joke that every set of dice from me comes with free cat hair. This lab jacket is absolutely covered in cat hair. I need to like... Oh, believe me, it's been suggested. A cat hair emote has been suggested. Okay, cool. Let's mix up the Ooh! I don't know how well you saw that on camera, but I just like sprayed the powder everywhere. I mixed too hard and just sprayed the mica powder out of the container. So Ty, did you ever find your drawing tablet? Cause like I need to. I feel like you said you did. I don't know how much time you have though. But I should hit you up about some emotes. All right. That's really pretty, actually. It reminds me of like kind of a sunset sort of color, because it has that pink and that yellow, that gold in there. It feels kind of peachy. Let's see how it looks in the dice. But let's put that in now. Oh yeah, good. I think it is heavy enough. I see it sinking already. We might have to add some more of the white to some of these, and that's fine. I do want to do maybe another tutorial video at some point too. I know that's a lot of people, those seem to do the best on my channel. I feel like a lot of people watch YouTube videos to learn how to do it themselves. Ugh. Ooh, fair. Yeah, get the equipment. And I do actually kind of have like an idea at this point for what I could do for another tutorial. That's part of the reason I haven't had as many tutorials on the channel. It's one, because I've just been busy with all the commission ones, and because they take more time, because they require more scripting. But I want to do ones that take more time and have more scripting. I decided that those are the ones that I like. They're more work, but like those are the videos that I like enjoy. I need to make more of this. I've run out. You have a slab mold, use it 3 times and haven't used it again. Just need to wait to buy your own area. Oh yeah. I'm making a little bit more of this. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. because I need more. And that, my friends, is why we left a little bit of resin in here, so that we can make more of any particular color that we want, just in case. Although we might put a little bit more of this cloudy stuff in some of these. Like this D10, could use a little bit more. This D4, could use a little bit more. Oh, I'm also going to be officiating a friend's wedding, so I need to get that figured out too. I've got the like legal stuff kind of figured out, but I need to figure out the actual like order of the service type thing and all that. Figure out what I'm actually saying. I have questions. I need to meet up with them and get that figured out. That should be fun and interesting. I've never done that before. Anyone here ever officiated a wedding before? Anyone got any advice? That's one of those like, exciting but nervous type dealios. Yeah, I have some friends that are getting married and they couldn't figure out which side to put me on, so I ended up in the middle. I guess this is kind of what happened, honestly. They were trying to get the sides even. And I'm friends with both of them, so. I mean, the whole wedding party is friends, let's be real. Because, like, this is kind of like a in our friend group kind of, you know, this is two people in our friend group that they're getting married. So, like, everyone knows each other in the wedding party, but, still, I've somehow ended up being asked to officiate. Oh gosh. No, I'm just trying to figure out, I just need to figure out, I was honestly looking for advice for officiating, but I need to figure out, like, I need to meet up with them at some point and figure out, like, how traditional do they want? I don't think they're going super traditional, but I don't know if they want kind of, like, traditional, not liturgy, but, what's the word I'm looking for? You know, like wording and stuff for things, or if they, because a lot of it is just optional. A lot of the part of the normal wedding ceremony is optional. Yeah, okay, I think that's looking pretty good. You know, I was kind of worried that the traditional. I was kind of worried that the what's the word I'm looking for? The rose gold might look a little bit funky in the like cloudy white, like it might lose some of its shine and stuff. But I think it's gonna look kind of cool. Like, let's see if I can. You can kind of see how some like the gold kind of shows up more in some places and other things. All right, let me set this. Let's set these off to the side. I'm going to set these over here kind of out of the way, but I'm going to kind of line them up. Actually, let me spritz these down first. I want to get the air, all the bubbles on top to pop. That's just a little bit of rubbing alcohol to help break the surface tension a little bit. I know a lot of people will use like a heat gun and stuff for that. I just started using rubbing alcohol because it's what I had, and then stuck with it. I'm not officiated, but been married twice. Your advice is to make sure you are specific about what they want. I kept it a simple ceremony with 10 minutes. Yeah. That's kind of where I'm at. Is I need to meet with them and see what they want. So it seems like it can vary a lot. Most things aren't required. So you know, I'd rather just see what they want. Okay, the glitter ones we're gonna save for last. Let's do these ones next. Oh, you know, luckily, I have a couple of pipettes that I think would work well for this. Let's mix these up. Stir sticks. All right. So this is going to be our teal color. I'm just going to start with one drop. Let's see if this feels dark enough. Like, how pale do I want to go? What's more? I think I'm going to go darker. I think I'm going to do about 2 drops in each. I think about 2 drops in each will be about right. Maybe 3 of the lightest color because it's really kind of light. Yeah, that feels better. There's our like teal sort of color. It looks more blue on camera, I think, but it's definitely kind of greenish here. I think it turns a little bit more blue as it cures. Some colors I found do that. Some of them feel, you know, like I have some purples that you, while you're mixing it, it's like, ooh, that is blue. There is no purple in that whatsoever. Oh, it is blue. And then once it actually cures, it's a really pretty purple color. But to be fair, some purples go the opposite direction too. It's just like, oh, that looks nice, and then it actually cures. You're like, oh gosh, it's brown. Purples do weird things. Purple alcohol inks do weird things in resin quite often. Oh, great. All right, we got our green. So we've got those 2. And then I think I might do 3 drops of this. Or it looks pink. Yeah, it goes either blue or pink or brown. Or like a reddish brown. Bloop, bloop, bloop. And then this is kind of like our lemon lime. This one I think it's called lime, but it's kind of like a lemon lime sort of color. I have a couple of kind of yellow-green colors. I picked this one because it feels the most vibrant while being like a yellow-green. So there's our 3 colors. We're going to start with that's one of my hairs. That's not even a cat hair. We're going to start with the lime color. I was explaining before that things are going to get displaced probably. So I want the kind of the lightest color on the outside, or to end up with the most of it, almost. Yeah, I do think that I will try to film unmolding these and make it into a short. That's something that I've kind of started to do a little bit when we pour things together on camera. I'm honestly debating whether I want to turn it into like 1 short, or if I want to make it into like 3. It's like a different short unmolding each set. I might do that. But yeah, I think I'll probably try to do like a YouTube short or 3 YouTube shorts of unmolding these later on. Start to put a little bit of this in each one. And I'll go back and probably add more to the... It'll probably be a couple days until I do that, because I have to wait. I might have to wait a little bit longer than 24 hours to unmold them, just because it's getting colder out, so it takes a little bit longer for things to cure. And then I have to unmold them, and then I have to edit. Do a little bit of editing. Probably not a ton. I might have kind of minimal editing on that, but we'll get those unmolded and show them off. Oh, you know what I should do? I should grab, just a second here, I'm going to grab the other D2 that has layers. Not layers, that makes no sense. The one that's on its side, this one. This one that's on its side, so we can actually see the layers. That's what I was trying to say. Alright, kind of have to drip that in and let it sink down to the bottom. But we need some more on the D20 for sure. That always takes a fair amount of resin. Okay. More D12. I'm trying to fill these up so they're about a third full. A lot of it is estimating. I do know that I have about a third of each color. Ooh, that looks so green right now. It's so weird. It turns so much more teal later, but it looks really green. A lot of this is just estimating. Trying to get it so it's I can't remember where I came up with that idea. It's possible I saw like someone do it and then I was like, ooh, that's a good idea. I feel like that's how a lot of this sort of stuff happens, is like I see someone else do it, I'm like, ooh, that's a good idea, so I do it, and then someone else sees me do it and they're like, oh, that's a good idea, so they do it. That's how a lot of these like ideas for things spread. I think it's great though. I think it's great. I always cite the person who, when I first started making dice, like before I got Masters made, I had like the cheap like molds from Amazon. When I like first started making dice, I reached out to a person on Tumblr because they had made a set that I thought was super pretty, and I messaged them and was like, hey, if it's not like a secret or something, would you mind telling me how you got this certain effect in the set of dice that you just posted? And they wrote out like a whole tutorial for me. They posted it so that like, anyone could look at it, but they wrote out like a whole tutorial type thing. I'm like, I want to do that. I want to be that person that like helps other people figure out how to do the different techniques and things. I thought it was so like nice of them to do that. I was like, I want to be that person when it comes to like helping people out. I felt so touched. Good, I didn't get a ton of cat hair on my. Oh no, there's cat hair on my hand for sure. And now we're here, and now everything is a trade secret and you can't know. Yeah, I felt it was very much the same when I was making soap too. So I made soap before I ever did resin stuff. That's kind of how I ended up here. I guess I'm not using these. I might use these. I'm gonna try and gently pipe these in here so it doesn't mix too much. I did soap before I ever did resin. You on Reddit? Do you mean like trying to like help people out, or but no, I found like a book on soap making, and then I was just like, I want to do this, and I started making soap. I want to make more soap, and I need to make more soap because I owe someone soap, and I've owed someone soap for about a year now, and I still haven't made it. But that side of my craft room is kind of buried in stuff. I kind of rearranged everything so that I could get my shelf here with all my resin stuff on it where I wanted it, and everything's kind of a mess over there. I really need to organize and sort through a lot of my craft stuff, but what was I saying? Oh, yeah, with the people who made soap too, it also had a very much a sense of, let me like help you out and show you how to do these different things. You know, we're all in this together sort of attitude. And I always thought that was great. Yeah, it is cold process soap. Okay, maybe I will do a cold process soap video or stream at some point. I did do a couple of cold process soap video like streams, I think back when I was on Twitch, so that was a while ago. But it always seemed like they were really quick, just because I usually tried to mix some of the stuff up before stream, because some of the stuff it's just boring to sit around and wait for my oils to melt. It takes 4 to 6 weeks to cure. Yes, it takes 4 to 6 weeks for cold process soap to cure. Filled your head with knowledge. You can see it before then, but you don't want to use it. So basically, it's called saponification. You go and you make the soap. You wait about 24 hours, and then you can unmold it. Basically, that's when you go and you cut it. You don't want to probably wait too much longer than that, because I imagine it would get rather hard to cut. Yeah, it is a long time. But I imagine it would get rather hard to cut if you waited too much longer than 24 hours. There's a lot. I have yes, I know far too much about cold process soap making, and I have some websites and stuff to recommend to you if you want to get into it, because different types of oils require different amounts of lye and that sort of stuff. So there's a handy calculator and stuff for that I can recommend. But I think I want this a little bit darker. I think I want this even a little bit darker. I'm going to do another drop of this. Yeah, maybe I will do some soap making video or stream or something, since it sounds like other people are interested in getting into it. It's a lot of fun. Cold process soap is fun. What was I talking about with cold process soap though? Oh, with the cure time, yeah. Basically, it's still, all of the lye and the oils are still mixing together kind of in that time. So you don't want to use it before that 4 to 6 weeks has gone by, because you don't want chemical burns. It is, yeah. I can share my recipe when I make soap. I might have to go and get some new oils. So the ones I have been sitting for quite a while, and that is kind of what makes soap go bad, is just the oils in it. But I've got 2 recipes that I really use all that much. I have a pure coconut oil one. The coconut oil one's great. So, but it's great for certain things. Different oils mixed with lye do different things, which was part of what made cold process soap so appealing to me, is because you can kind of, like resin, you can kind of add whatever you want to it. There's, certain things that you need to keep in mind, like the amount of lye that you use versus how much of the different oils you use. But different oils and waxes and stuff do different things to the soap. Coconut oil makes a really hard bar of soap, and most bars of soap you want to add about 2 to 3% extra oil, just so that it doesn't dry out your skin and stuff. You want a little bit of extra oil. But if you're going to do a pure coconut oil bar of soap, you want about 10%, I think it was. I'd have to look at it again, but I think it's about 10% extra oil, because it makes such a hard, dry bar of soap. It'll just dry out your skin. But when you have that extra 10% oil, it's great. Part of the reason I liked the pure coconut oil soap is because it lasts forever. Probably not literally forever, but since coconut oil has such a long shelf life, and it's so it has a long shelf life. It has it's very shelf stable, as opposed to a lot of other oils, which will go bad over time. It just makes a bar soap that just lasts really well. My regular soap, but the reason I don't do all of my soap in that is because it also sets up really quick. And if you want to do any sort of fun designs in it, that can be an issue. So kind of like with resin. Hi, yeah, well, you guys are here to listen to me rant about soap making while I make resin stuff, right? I enjoy making soap. It just makes way too much soap. Have fun getting into soap, but keep in mind that you're going to have a lot of soap. So you might want to figure out somewhere that you're going to get rid of all that soap. That's how I ended up here. I'll explain that in a second. But my goodness, you end up with so much soap. Every time I made soap, I ended up with 10 bars of soap. So that's how I ended up selling things. Is because I was like, oh gosh, I have so much soap. I need to sell this. I'd already given it away to all my friends and family. I'm like, where else can I get rid of this? Alright, there we go. That's good. So my normal soap recipe is Actually, I have it over here. I can grab it. It's literally on the floor over here. Coconut oil, palm oil, olive oil, canola oil. The canola oil is kind of a substitute for olive oil. And part of that is just because I don't like the scent of olive oil. It has a little bit of a scent to it, an olivey scent. Don't like that very much, but olive oil is also a very common oil in soaps. You can make pure olive oil soap. Some oils don't, like I said, different oils do different things. Some of them make very soft and foamy bars of soap. Some make very hard and like bars of soap, like I was saying with the coconut oil. Coconut oil makes a very hard bar of soap. So some oils they don't do well by themselves. They might be too soft, might be too abrasive. Like I was saying with coconut oil, you have to add a lot of extra oils in that because it'll dry out your skin. So some oils don't do well if they are the only oil that you use. But pure olive oil soap is a very classic type of soap. Pomace, I think is how you pronounce it. So you can do that. But I don't like the scent of it. I don't like the scent of just the olive oil. So I supplement in some canola oil, which works similarly to olive oil in soap, but I think is not quite as like good, I guess. I don't know if good's the right word. But they just have different properties, which is part of the fun of making soap. Alright, we're going to mix up our stuff now. It does seem like it's getting maybe thicker, so. Ooh, very blue and sparkly. The foil and the blue glitter actually go together really well. See if I can show you. Very blue. Dabba-dee, dabba-daddy. There we go. Look how sparkly that is, but you can see kind of like there's kind of like pieces that almost like stick out. So the whole thing feels very blue, but then there's like little flecks almost, and that's the foil in there. And that's why I like using different sizes of glitter, is because it adds some more depth to it. I like having lots of different textures and sizes. It adds depth. Alright, let's see how this one's looking. This is our like frosty light blue one. Has kind of a pink shimmer, like glitter to it though. The glitter. I added a lighter blue to this that I feel like didn't quite match, but oh well. I think with everything else it'll feel correct. It's funny how pink this kind of feels now. You can kind of see with it, you can see that pink in there. Don't see there's like a little bit of the like iridescent flakes, but they're kind of subtle, which kind of works. Like they're not like a showstopper. Kind of just add a little bit of something in there. This was a little bit weird, but I like it. And then we've got our teal. I'll show you before I mix it up. I added a bunch of teals and like some chunky glitter and stuff in there. Yeah, the pink really comes out. I was not really expecting that pink to show up as much as it did. And then we've got our teal. Ooh, pretty. I think this is pretty. I like the chunky glitter in here. It looks kind of cool. And also the little bits of like more green in there, which you probably won't see as much on camera here. My camera likes to make things more blue, but there's like kind of like some little greener bits in there. There's also kind of like a chunky glitter, but I like the holographic chunky glitter in there. I think it really adds some unique texture. All right, I'm debating whether this is thick enough. That's one. I know. I'm debating whether the resin is thick enough for me to pour these though, because I really want to pour this while it's towards the end of the pot life, because this glitter is gonna sink. I know this glitter's gonna sink. Should we go kind of that order? With the light color in the middle? I kind of like that. Should I go like the light? I mean, it's not really gonna matter too much. Let's pour these into our cup here. I guess I'll do this a little bit at a time. I found that usually works better for dirty pours, is kind of not doing all of it in here at once, because if that way things aren't all mixed as much. I probably should have done a little bit of extra resin in one of these actually. I'm gonna add a little bit more resin to this. I've found also with dirty pours that it's nice to have a little bit of extra resin, because resin tends to get kind of stuck in here. You don't want to have to scrape it out. So if you have to scrape it out, then that mixes all the colors together. Got our cup there with our colors. Now we'll see how it goes. Alright. I don't know if these colors are gonna just completely mix together, or if they'll stay kind of separate, because they are kind of all in like a translucent base almost. Now let's see on this D2 if how they kind of, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's pretty, but it does feel kind of just like, I don't know if it feels swirly. You know what I mean? It kind of blends together a bit. We'll see when we unmold them. That's one of the fun things about dice. It's a fun thing about soap too, is like it's kind of a surprise. You have to wait 24 hours and then to find out how things turned out. That's part of the fun. Woo! Okay, we're getting towards the end of the work time. Things are starting to stick together, so I think we're right on track actually. Alright. Get our colors again. Yeah, I'm excited for all three of these sets. Like I said, it's been a while since I've just sat down and like poured some dice, just picked some colors and stuff and went for it. I've been so busy with like commissions and working on other things for like in-person events. I'm kind of excited to have a few months where I don't have any events. Like I said, I did overbook myself on commissions, so I'm going to be busy with those. I have a couple of more complicated ones that I'm trying to get all the inclusions made for. Yeah, I don't know. I'm getting back to the root of things, right? Getting back to my roots of just pouring random things. I mean, I've always enjoyed making dice sets where they have like a theme. I still enjoy that. I still like having inspiration from something specific. Exactly. I do try to kind of treat every time that I pour dice as an experiment. Like, every time it's just like, well, if it didn't turn out how I expected, what can I do next time to make it turn out how I want? And also, what can I use from how it did turn out in like future projects? I don't know, I kind of trying to treat all of my resin pours as experiments a little bit, but be a great video live event prepping. Oh gosh, yeah. Talk about all the stuff that I gotta put together for that. That's fair. I will let you guys know. I don't think I'm gonna finish the. I filmed at the last event that I was at. I filmed vlog stuff. I don't think I'm gonna edit it. I started editing it and I realized how much I just dislike editing vlogs. It's there's so much footage and I just find it tedious to have to comb through 4 hours of footage and try to find the like little bits that are actually interesting. So I don't think I'm ever actually gonna finish that. Maybe maybe someday maybe someday if someone else wants to do some editing or something. I just don't enjoy it as much as I enjoy the other stuff where it's like either like a little bit more scripted or I can just sit there and like time things to music. Those ones that's like at least I know what I'm looking for in the footage. It makes it a lot like easier, I guess, for me to edit. Yeah, I think one of the things that I've heard, or I remember like either hearing or reading or something about vlogs is that you have to make a story, if that makes sense. Like you want there to be some sort of goal or something that you are having. Like you want the audience to come along for like a story, not just here's what happened, but like beginning, middle, end, you know, setbacks and like so there's a certain amount of like trying to figure out what story you're trying to tell with a vlog if you want to make it actually interesting. I thought that was interesting and I thought that made a lot of sense. But yeah, it's just trying to figure out what that is. That's the hard part. But yeah, I don't know. If I'm not enjoying it, I guess what's the point? I'm just not motivated to finish it. So I'm gonna try and get the commission videos done and out of the way. Get those all get caught up on those because I'm not caught up on all the commission speed core videos. I'm gonna try and get those done. And then I have there was a set of dice that I posted in a short a while ago now saying, hey, should I make a full video showing how I made these? I just haven't gotten around to making the full video showing how I made them. I think that's going to be kind of next after I get the commission ones done. I think I might kind of try to do that in more of the style of the these dice took 8 months to make video, where it's kind of a mix of... Ooh, stick my sleeve in it? No, we're good. It's kind of a mix of making the dice, talking to the camera, telling kind of the story of the dice. So I do have like a little bit more of like a story and stuff with that set. Of like why did they end up the way that they did? Why did I put off making them for so long? I didn't really like put them off, but they were part of the Empire's S&P inspired dice. But they were one of the last sets that I actually made. Out of those, and there's like 13 sets. So it's like, well, why did I put that off? Well, I can tell you why I put that off. There's multiple reasons. So that could be a part of the video. There's a little bit more story there. I really liked these dice took 8 months to make video. I liked. I mean, not to toot my own horn or whatever, but like I liked the format in that. I liked how that ended up. It's kind of like the mix of things. I thought it was a more interesting video than some of my other ones, and I liked that it had a story to it almost. But you should see the piece of paper I have that has the whole thing plotted out because I had a whole like Word document. All right, so we've still got a little bit of resin left. So let's get some miscellaneous dice made. Probably let me grab some. Let me grab a couple D20s. It's always useful to have some more D20s. glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, I had fun making that one, and I feel like it's one of my better videos. I want to do more videos kind of like that one, where it is more of a mix of things. I guess it's D20s. All right, this is kind of what I was saying with like scraping this out, is like things get mixed together more. I'm thinking I do want to differentiate this from that one. Yeah, I've been doing but yeah, I want to do more videos like that where it's a mix of me talking to the camera and like some little bits, like what was the bit that I had in the? Oh yeah, that's right. I had the whole bit of me having a whole breakdown. I was like, I know I had some sort of like bit that I went with in the vampire video. I was like, what was the bit that I went with? I know I had one. It was me like panicking and then cutting to the vine boom sound. Anyways, and the really calm music. Ah, not quite enough resin there, but I think that's okay. I think what I'm going to do is let's add some teal. I'm going to add a little bit of teal here. It's like a drop there. And a little bit of clear resin here. And we are going to mix that in. Alright, come on. Go back in the mold. Back into the mold with you. Mix that in a bit. I think that'll add some interest, make it a little bit different from that. And also then fill up the mold the rest of the way. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's more interesting to watch. And it's also more fun to make. I enjoy making the Speed 4 videos. Don't get me wrong on that. I do enjoy making those. But they're not the kind of videos that I would enjoy watching. Like, I would, but it's not the kind of videos that I seek out when it comes to, like, arts and crafts videos. The kinds of videos that I tend to, like, seek out more so are the ones where, you know, you're watching people make things and they're either talking about how they made them, or they're kind of reacting almost in real time to what they're working on, or talking about things in real time. I want to do more of that. But first, we gotta get all those commission videos done. I have stuck with kind of the speed pour format for the commission videos. I don't know why, except for these dice took 8 hours to make video. Those were a set of commission dice, but they felt like kind of a special case, I guess. I don't know. I guess I don't have to stick with that format, but I have. I don't know why. Alright. So I'll still use up the rest of this resin here. Let's see. Okay, cool. As I was saying before, I think next week, I believe I'm streaming next week. My plan is I think we're gonna do some painting. I have a painting that we started on stream a while back, and I wanna get some more work done on that. I have a couple more ideas for paintings that I want to do at some point, but one of them at least I might try and do like a YouTube video instead of a stream for it. I think it would be kind of match the vibe of the shop, and I think it'd be interesting. Yeah, I just gotta find time. That's how it always goes. Just gotta find time to do things. Got so many things I want to do. I'll do the same thing here that I did with the last one. Drop of the ink and mix in some clear. Alright. that. Yeah, if you ever have like ideas for things you would like to see on the channel, or you know, that sort of stuff, do let me know. I'm always looking for ideas. It doesn't mean I'll get to them right away, because like I said, I have some ideas, I just have to find the time to do them. But I'm always open to like feedback and ideas and things, as long as you're nice about it. Like, I don't necessarily like it when people end up in my comments section and are like, hey, you should have done it this way. I'm not going to be as receptive to that, but like, just ideas for future projects or things you'd like to see in the future. I'm open to that sort of thing. Oh, I do have a little bit of clear resin left here. What do we want to do with that? Oh, here, tell you what, we'll do some more of these. I got these half sphere molds. We're gonna try doing some that's what I'm looking for. Liquid cores with these at some point, but I need to make some more. Oh, hopefully I have enough resin here. I may have made a mistake. I might not have enough resin here. Might be okay, actually. Probably shouldn't even scrape this, but I am curious to see how this goes. I have some like ideas for these half sphere like ones, because I'm like, I could do some stuff with the half spheres instead, like that aren't it's not just like a full liquid core. So I'll mess around with that at some point too. Maybe that'll be a video. I have so many things I could turn into videos. Now let's see if I have enough resin in here. I think I should actually. Yes. Okay. There we go. Yeah, definitely enough resin in there. Perfect. Alright, let's get some lids on and then we will be pretty much good to go. So I'm going to spritz everything down once more. Try and help the bubbles on the surface pop. I'm going to start getting some lids onto things. I'm going to put the lids onto the ones that we did first, like that we poured first, because hopefully air and stuff have had more time to travel to the surface on those. I am starting to, this is kind of the end game here. We're going to start to wrap things up soon. I'm going to need to go fill my air compressor with air, and that's rather loud, so I'll probably hop off after we get the lids on so I can go get that going. But I do appreciate you guys hanging out today. Had some good fun today. It's always fun when people show up and are, you know, here to chat. Try to get these lids on. I will be back next week. Like I was saying, I think I'm gonna do some painting next week. I have like a nice chill painting stream. That's my plan anyways. If plans change, I'll post in the Discord. That's if you want to keep up to date with like when things are happening. Discord is the way. My Discord's the way to go. I'm kind of bad about posting my streams and stuff elsewhere. Just be upfront with you about it. Oh, I'm gonna grab some. I have over-ear protection too. I'll grab those as well. Yeah, at some point I might get the quieter air compressor, but it's one of those things where it's like the one that I have works, so I don't want to like go and get new stuff when I have something that already works. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm kind of frugal, I guess, that way. Never been able to run those. Yeah, fair. Yeah, it does help that I live in a house and not like an apartment. If I lived in an apartment or something, that would be a different story. But since I live in a house, it's not. I'm not gonna annoy the neighbors. I say this like my next door neighbor's not hammering metal in between our houses at like midnight. My next door neighbor is also an independent artist. He does metalworking stuff. Can hear him out there working all hours of the day and night. To be fair, like it's not like a. To be fair, we've talked about it. We have talked about it, but yeah, because he also has a YouTube channel. I think I posted about it a while ago. I haven't really watched too many of his videos, but it's Hughes LLC, I believe. But he does like metalworking stuff. Yeah, we've talked about doing some sort of collab at some point. That would be fun. Bubbles. Yeah. I think we timed everything pretty well. We're definitely near the end of our work time, so that kind of worked out. I think we did good, fam. Yeah, cool but noisy medium. Yes, exactly. Yeah, he makes some cool stuff. He's the one that got me kind of into the group of local artists. His kind of like local artist friend group. He invited me to go to coffee with them, and so then I've gone to shows and stuff with some of them. A metal dice box. That'd be kind of cool. We were talking about trying to figure out something that has is both metal and resin. So we've talked about some things. So at some point when I can actually go to coffee on Saturday morning and I'm not working again. I've been working on Saturdays, which is part of the reason that the stream got moved to Sundays. But honestly, I kind of like it on Sundays. It kind of works. Someday though, when I can see people again on Saturdays, maybe we'll be able to discuss it. All right. I think that about does it. Like I said, I will try to get video of these and get some shorts made. I might do multiple shorts, and so not everything will be posted at the same time. But I will try to get those sometime, probably within the week. Since I know you guys are probably going to be curious to see how things turned out. I might also try to post photos in the Discord. But we'll see. We'll see which ones I decide to do first, I guess. Photos or video. I think that's pretty much it. I think I've gone over pretty much everything else. Streaming next week, but probably painting. Yeah. So, yeah, thanks for hanging out once again. I will see you guys next week. I'm gonna go get these into the pressure pot so that they can cure. Bye.